Welcome, my friend. Flow through this sequence with grace and ease to set that exact tone of grace and ease for your beautiful day ahead. While there will be minimal cues for this sequence, the cues that I do provide in this gentle morning Vinyasa flow, they are sensitive to the health of your low back. So if you ever encounter a period of time with lower back pain and still really want to carve out time on the mat, this would be a great practice to turn to. Now, as we flow through this sequence, I encourage you to embody grace with each breath, with each beautiful movement. I'll join you standing at the front of your mat. We'll join together here in Tadasana, mountain pose. Feet are hip width apart. Then let's take a big breath in, circling your fingertips up to the sky to begin palms kiss and lower prayer to heart. Ground down through your soles of feet. Slight bend in your knees. Stack your head over your heart and your heart over your pelvis. Palms at your side, palms open to the space in front of you. Shoulder heads drop back and down. Reach up through the crown of your head. Let's take 5 Ujjayi breaths. Breathing in through your nose. Making a restriction in your throat as you exhale out your nose. Making an ocean-like sound. Take 5 more just like that on your own. Feeling yourself arrive here in body, mind, and spirit for your practice. As we flow today, there'll be a theme of keeping a slight bend in your knees. Whether you're standing or whether you're in forward fold, always being mindful to take a slight bend in your knees to help ease and soften this practice for your low back. Now let's breathe in, circle your fingertips up to the sky. And then exhale, lower your fingertips down side to side, circling them down. Breathe in, circle them up. Allow your nose to trace the line of your fingertips as you circle them up. Exhale, lower. Draw those arms back as you lower, stretching them out. And breathe in, circle them up. Nose traces along with your fingertips. Exhale, draw wide side to side. Slowly circle them down. Breathe in, circle up, nose traces. Exhale, draw them down. Moving with grace and with ease. Breathe in, circle them up. And this time, as you exhale, we'll swan dive forward. As you lower, the bend in your knees gets deeper, allowing your torso to kiss your thighs. Breathe and lift halfway, fingertips slide up your legs. Exhale, melt forward, torso kisses your thighs. Breathe and lift halfway, long spine. Exhale, fingertips slide down the back side of your legs, fold forward. Breathe and lift, keeping a slight bend in your knees as you lift. Then exhale, melt forward. Breathe and lift halfway, long spine, slight bend in your knees. Exhale, full, generous bend in your knees so much your torso kisses your thighs. Breathe and lift halfway. Exhale, lower, chin tucks to chest. Hands frame foot. We'll step 1 foot back and then the other. For plank pose, your body in one long line. Slowly lower yourself all the way to the mat. Keep your palms underneath your shoulders. Release your tops of feet to the mat and ground down through your hips. And we'll breathe and lift using the muscles of your back, but being mindful of when you need to stop to prevent any crunching of your lumbar spine. On your exhale, soften forward. Go ahead and take this wave of your spine into our cobra, being mindful of your low back on your own, 3 to 4 more rounds. As you do this, keep your tailbone lengthened towards your heels to help create space in your low back. On your inhales, you'll peel your upper body up. Gaze will lift, heart will shine. On your exhale, soften forward, forehead to the mat. Last one. From here, go to press your hips back to come into child's pose. Rounding out your spine, a counter pose for our back bends. Take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, round forward into cat pose. Crown of head lowers to the mat, tailbone towards the mat. Breathe in, ripple your spine through, cow. Exhale, round through for cat, chin tucks to chest. Fluid movement. Breathe in, lift your heart, lower your belly, staying sensitive and mindful of your low back, not crunching your low back at all. Exhale, round through for cat. Press all the air out. Breathe in, lower your belly, lift your gaze. Tailbone lengthens to the sky. Exhale, round through cat. Breathe in, lower your belly, lift your gaze. Go ahead and tuck your toes. Press your hips up to downward facing dog. Step one foot forward and then the other. Generous bend in your knees. Torso rests to your thighs. Chin tucks to chest. Arms dangle. On your next inhale, with your chin tucked to your chest, slowly roll up, one vertebra at a time. Breathe in, circle fingertips up to the sky as you round up. Then exhale, arms circle down wide, side to side, pressing back. Once your arms are at the bottom, tuck your chin to your chest and slowly roll down just the same way you came up. Arms dangle, generous bend your knees. Torso kisses your thighs, arms dangle, chin to chest. Now allow the movement of you lifting up to come through the connection of your soles of feet, that grounding down to the earth. So press down through your soles of the feet to rise up. Circle fingertips up to the sky. Exhale, circle them back down. Take a generous bend in your knees, chin lowers to chest, fold forward. Again, that action of the movement, the rising up, coming from your soles of feet, pressing down into the earth to lift up, rolling up one vertebra at a time. At the top, breathe in, circle fingertips up, nose traces fingertips, and exhale, taking it right back down. We're gonna do this one more time. Arms dangle, chin tucks to chest, torso kisses your thighs. This time we're going to lift halfway, but again, allow that action, that lifting to come through the soles of your feet. Breathe in, lift halfway, flat back. Exhale, melt forward, torso kisses your thighs. Breathe in, lift halfway, long spine. Exhale, soften forward. Hands frame foot, step back to find downward facing dog. From our down dog, we're going to shift our weight forward, coming into plank pose. Nice fluid movement here. Lift your hips up to down dog. Sync your breath with the movement. Shift forward into plank pose. And lift your hips up to down dog. Shift forward, plank pose. This time, shift forward to lower yourself all the way to the mat. We're taking hands-free cobra this time, so release your tops of feet to the mat. Ground down through your hips. And on your inhale, peel your upper body off the mat. Your hands lift with you, staying sensitive to your low back. Exhale, soften forward. Using the muscles of your back to lift up, lengthen tailbone to your heels. Exhale, lower. Once more, breathe in, lift up, heart shines. Exhale, soften forward. And press your hips back to child's pose. Breathe in, walk your fingertips to the left side of the mat for a side body stretch, and on your exhale, gently press through your right side body to deepen that side body stretch. We'll breathe in and return to center and walk over to the opposite side, and on your exhale, press through your left side body. Inhalation, return to center, and make your way to downward facing dog. In your down dog, go and get a nice neck release here, shaking your head front to back and side to side, maybe a few circles, whatever's sounding good here. Then lift your gaze to the front of the mat to step one foot forward and then the other. Feet hip distance, let your torso kiss your thighs. Breathe in, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Press down through your soles of the feet, lift up. Breathe in, circle up, nose follows your fingertips, palms kiss, and lower prayer to heart center. Go ahead and bring your feet into kiss. We're going to come into chair pose. Breathe in. And on your exhale, begin to bend into your knees and lower your seat back as though you're coming into the chair. And as you do this, extend your fingertips up to the sky. Lift your heart. Your palms face one another. Lower belly firms up and in. Lengthen your tailbone towards the back edge of the mat. Hold it. Feel free to lower a few more inches if you can. Breathe as you hold. And release, going diving forward over your front legs. Option to use yoga blocks next. They may not be necessary, but to help keep it soft on your low back, go ahead and grab them, frame your foot, and then we'll step your foot back for a runner's lunge. Palms to your yoga blocks, lift your heart. Then you can set your yoga blocks off to the side so you can step back into plank pose. Exhale, option to lower the chaturanga to up dog or take your cobra once more, yogi's choice. Tuning into your low back, taking whichever variation best supports the health of your low back. I'll meet you in downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward, bring your yoga blocks in, palms to them, lift your heart, and set your blocks off to the side to step forward into forward fold. From here, we'll move into chair pose, so bring your feet to kiss. And on your inhale, lift up, lower your seat back in space as though you're sitting into a chair. Everything's hugging into the midline. Smooth, even breaths. Seeing those hips a few inches lower. Now press down through your soles of the feet to lift up, reach back, palms kiss, and lower prayer to heart. Deep breath in, exhale out. Deep breath in, exhale out. Breathe in, circle your fingertips up to the sky. Exhale, swan dive forward. Step one foot back and then the other, finding your plank pose. This time lower all the way to the mat. From here, we'll go ahead and slide your palms forward so your elbows line underneath your shoulders for sphinx pose. Lengthen your tailbone to the space between your heels. Lift your heart. Beautiful. Go ahead and soften. Would you go ahead and tuck your toes and then press your hips back to child's pose. So while you're in child's pose, I want your toes to be tucked so we can get a nice little opening in your toes. And if that's too much though, go ahead and release the tops of your feet to the mat. And then slowly roll up. Toes tucked, sitting up nice and tall. Big breath in, circling fingertips up to the sky. And on your exhale, twist to the right, circling your arms down side to side. Breathe in, lift up to center. Exhale, twist at your navel to the left, arms circle down side to side. Breathe in, circle up to center. Exhale, lowering arms down side to side. Breathe in, circling right back up. That nose traces a line with your fingertips. Palms kiss, and lower prayer to heart. Take a moment here to feel into your body, to thank yourself for carving out this time on the mat, to embody grace and ease. Soft smile, sending love and light to you and all beings. Namaste. Thanks so much for joining me on the mat today. If you enjoyed this gentle morning Vinyasa flow, please throw the video a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel to help support making yoga free and accessible to all. So much love from my heart to yours.